The Norfolk State Spartans joining us now, Mr. Bryant and Mr. Jones. And Mr. Jones, you can start with an opening statement, then we'll take questions from the room, and if there are any, we'll take them from Zoom as well.
All right, well, first off, hats off to Baylor University. They played a great game. They came out, played tough, physical. They showed why they're the defending national champs. The thing I told my guys during the game is just that, we've had a heck of a season. Walk out that locker room, don't hold your head low. We've done some things that is hard to do at our level with the amount of games that we've won and the record that we've had. So when you walk out of here as a champion, and hold your head high because we've done some great things.
Thank you, sir. First question back on the right.
Hey guys, Craig Loper, Wavy TV 10 in Norfolk. Coach, you were concerned about their length and athleticism yesterday. That was kind of your primary concern. Going in, what was your thought process on how you might try to handle it? And then obviously it didn't come to fruition the way you'd like.
We thought that we just needed to win the rebounding battle, which we didn't. We wanted to attack the O-glass, which we did. We had 15 offensive rebounds, so we did it in that aspect. But we didn't win the rebounding battle. And I always say, no rebounds, no rings. And we didn't win the rebounding battle at all. We didn't play with the physical edge that we need to play against a team like that. And then we just had too many mental mistakes. Once again, hats off to Baylor. But if you look at the game film, a lot of it was our guys out of rotations that we've made all year. We're not pick and roll tagging. We're not switching the right way when we're switching. And at some stretches, I think we let the moment get away from us a little bit. But because it's uncharacteristic for us to give up 55%. They actually shot the highest of any team we played all year. So that's just uncharacteristic of us.
Front row on the left.
John Warner, Waco Tribune Herald. Coach, obviously Baylor's a very talented team, but when they come out hitting 6 of the first 8 3-pointers, how hard is that to dig out of that hole? Yeah,
and they was doing something obviously that they came to the game, I think, shooting 34.6% from 3. And like you said, they came out shooting 6 for 8, so that's 75. So they already doubled, more than doubled their output in the first 2 medias. And that was tough, to come back. Now, I thought we had a good chance out of halftime. I thought the guys came up with pretty good energy when we cut the lead to 13. And then I think we blew a defensive assignment down on the other end and gave them a 3 or maybe a pick and roll or something like that. And then they went on like a 5-0 run, which pushed the lead back up. So, a lot of, like I said, Baylor's a great team. They have a great program. Hats off to Scott Drew and all that stuff. We missed a lot of defensive rotations today for whatever reason. Maybe he could answer it better than I. Because I always say I don't play, but he knows what happens.
Joe, why don't you follow up on that then?
Yeah, man, just really us for real. Like you said, missed rotations, short closeouts on shooters. Like mental mistakes that we haven't made all year. But I feel like, we fought as hard as we could. But like you said, Baylor's a good team. We just fell short of the goal.
Front row on the right-hand side.
Joe, Stephen Hawkins of the AP. Coaches will talk about, obviously, you tried to do somewhere in the second half, but right before halftime, you guys look like you might have a little momentum. What did you see on that play at the end of the first half when you went up and you missed a shot? Tyrese looked like he was making a great defensive play, and it turns into a dunk for them. What did you see on that play?
Well, first I should have dumped it off to my big man. He was wide open. But I failed, so I couldn't really see what happened. So I really can't answer that question too much.
Well, like you said, I think we were on a pretty good run. And like Joe said, he did have someone open, but once again, he had a layup as well. And, Joe Bryant is our leading scorer, so it's okay either way. But then, when the leak out happened and then the run out, the ball was bouncing around, and then Terrence was back there, and he was kind of caught in between charging the basketball and staying back. And then when he finally charged the basketball, 24 just got the ball and went the other way and caught a dunk, which was a splash play. It should have been a 14-point game. Even really, I guess a 12-point game, because we, should have scored it. So it should have been a 12-point game, and a 12-point game kind of changes things going into the second half a little bit. Because now if we hit that 3 that we did, now it's a single-digit game instead of still a double-digit game. So that was a big play. That was a big play in the half. Big play.
Return to the right-hand side.
Joe, offensively for y'all, just did it feel like guys were, I don't want to say tense or nervous, but how did it feel initially out there in those first, I guess, 3 or 4 minutes? What did they do to stifle y'all, I should ask?
I mean, the first 2 meetings, I felt like it was a little bit of jitters and nerves because, like, last year, it wasn't that many people there. But as time went on, guys settled down. We just missed some open shots. Ball stopped and hurt us a little bit. But I feel like I said before, we played as hard as we could. We just fell short.
A little bit further over on the right-hand side.
Yeah, Joe, Jack Allen with 25 News in Waco. I was just wondering, in the locker room, what kind of is the feeling right now? I know this isn't how you wanted to see the season end, but is there still a sense of pride between you guys?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, losing is disappointing, but at the end of the day, we're still champions. We're still back-to-back champions. We still made school history. The first team to win outright regular season and MEAC tournament champions. I love these guys, love the coaches. I enjoy this run, but like I said, we just fell short of the goal.
Stay in the back. Go ahead.
Joe, I saw your dad before the game. You got a good video of you taking the court for the entry pregame. Just for your family and you being from Hampton Roads and Lake Taylor and Norfolk in general, what did this moment, stepping onto this court on this biggest stage in your senior year, mean to you personally?
From the young guys that's coming up after me, they can, come right in their backyard and hoop. They don't got to go to a big Power 5 school. Mid-major basketball is still, like, great basketball. It just means a lot. A lot of fans at home, my family's at home watching. I know they're proud of me. So I just got to keep my head high and just move forward.
We got a question on the Zoom from David. Go ahead.
Hey, Rob, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, congrats on a great season. I wanted to ask you why Jalen was suspended for the first half and how much of a factor that was.
It could have been a factor. I think that it is a violation of team rules. I think no matter if we're in an NCAA tournament or wherever you're at, it has to be integrity within the program. So sometimes you have to make tough decisions to keep the integrity, to keep the culture right, because I think culture wins. And, we can't, he had to be suspended because we can't allow that to happen. And it trickles down to some of the younger guys. So I think that, for us to keep the culture in place, he had to be suspended. And unfortunately, because he is our second leading scorer. But, integrity first.
Okay. Time for a couple more.
Coach, moving forward into the future, you spent, I guess, 9 or 10 seasons now at Norfolk State. I know you just signed a contract, but you've been pretty open to sometimes you talk about liking challenges and moving forward ahead. I know you just signed a contract, but what's your mindset going forward for you personally, professionally, I should say, with Norfolk State in the future?
I'm Norfolk State men's basketball coach. Whatever happens, happens. I think that with success comes suitors, but then you just have to make the right decision, when that happens. So, I know there's a lot of rumors and stuff like that. There was rumors and all that stuff last year too. But, I'm Norfolk State men's basketball coach. I love coaching these guys. And, I really want to, I wouldn't mind doing it again, to be honest with you. I wouldn't mind trying to go back to back, I guess. So, because it's 3 regular seasons, three tournament championships, so that'd be like 6 back-to-backs, right? So, or 3 back-to-backs, right? Well, so I don't really let that stuff bother me too much. I don't really talk to the guys about it. Even last year, he'll tell you I didn't talk to the guys about that stuff. I'm just one track. The NSU is where I'm at, and that's what I want to make better. As I walk the hallways and I see Kansas and Kentucky, Kansas and North Carolina and Marquette and all these great programs, and I see our program on the walls with these programs. I want these guys to feel like they belong. I want to keep. This is my Kansas. This is my Carolina. This is my Marquette, and I want to keep. Trying to advance the program as much as I can, because we got some great players here, man. We got some great people around us, and we always have the why not us attitude. And although we fell short by way more than we wanted to fall short by, to be perfectly honest with you, I can't take it away from these kids and these people that's around the program. And, the new Dr. J and Melody Webb and those people like that are trying to take the vision of the program that we have to make it like a North Carolina or Marquette and things like that. We making strides in the right direction and things like that. So, but hey, I know that was a little longer answer than you wanted, but I'm just giving you the answer that's on my heart.
Coach, that feels like an ender.
Yeah, I close the show?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Congratulations on a great year.
All right, thanks, man.